Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little sit down video talking about postpartum, recovery, baby blues, all that good stuff. So let's just hop right into it. It has been a minute because tomorrow Braylon is 5 months old, so my brain obviously still remembers everything, but it's not as fresh in my brain because it has been 5 months, which is so crazy that he's already been with us for 5 months. So I'm gonna first start off the video with like some products that are must-haves, but I don't have any of it with me on hand because I used it all. So I'm just gonna talk about the products that helped me recover after birth. And the hospital does give you a lot of things, but there was just some things that I had watched on YouTube and wanted to try to see how I would like them. So one of those things that I like highly recommend are Depends. Yes, it is like a diaper, like a pull-up, but like the pads that the hospital give you are huge, and they're like really, there's just a lot going on down there. And I found it with the Depends that they were just super easy because going to the bathroom is not fun. It took a couple weeks before it was like okay for me. It's not very fun for a while. And so it was just easy because you could just take it off and put a new one on. Besides cause you know, you have like all these things helping cool and make it feel good. So it just was really helpful. So always Depends. I got them off Amazon, but they were lifesavers, and I got like the big pack and it was perfect. It got me through what I needed, and then I just used regular pads. So that was like one of them. And the next one is like a must-have. It is called Earth Mama Perrier something spray. It's on Amazon too. And they give you dermoplast at the hospital, and I liked that, but it really burned my stitches, and I really had a lot of stitches. And the Earth Mama I can't even remember, sorry, spray, I used it all. I really liked that because it was cooling, and the dermoplast is kind of like aerosol, and this was just kind of just like a little spritz. So really helpful. Those are probably my two most like used items. I also had to use the sitz bath probably like week 2.5 of recovery because I was still feeling a lot of pain and got some fun things. So the sitz bath was really helpful as well. My biggest tip is make these like bins. I don't know, this is where we hold our dog toys, but this is what I had it in this little bin, and I had it in our bathroom, and it was full of like the pads, the sprays, the creams, just everything that I needed. The spray bottle that you spray down there while you go to the bathroom. I just had that all in like one bin, and I just kept it in our bathroom, so it was super easy. Everything was always there every time I went to the bathroom, because you go to the bathroom a lot during the day, and it's helpful to have everything just all in one together instead of having to like collect all of your items. So that was really helpful just to have like a little basket full of all the stuff that I needed. It was a lot less work because going to the bathroom, like I said, was probably my least favorite activity for a couple weeks. It's really painful, and I think that's because of the episiotomy. And so that's gonna transition me in talking about recovery post episiotomy. And it was really hard. I really didn't feel like myself again, and I hate to say this, but it took me 6 weeks to like actually not feel pain there. And I was like not big on pain meds or anything like that because I am breastfeeding Braylon, and so I just didn't want any of that stuff in my system, and so I just kind of took it. The first like week, stairs, not my friend, like my legs were still shaking. I basically lived in this recliner and had to like lean back, so none of the pressure was like down there. Like I was a hot mess. You should have seen me. I was just like hobbling around here. But that's real life, and it's postpartum. and it goes by. The first couple weeks are the hardest, and then, you know, everything is supposed to start feeling like good again. And I'd ask my friends who had just had babies, like, are you feeling good? They're like, yeah, I feel fine. I'm like, well, I still can't bend over without like wanting to cry. So that wasn't fun. And when I went to my 6-week postpartum checkup, follow-up, which, by the way, I really think that we need to do better about women and checking on them, because once the baby is born, it's like all about the baby, which is obviously so important. But no one, when I was in the hospital, no one, not even the doctor, checked to make sure that like my stitches were good, the bleeding was good, nothing. No one came and checked. I had one doctor come in and was like, you feeling okay? And I'm like, I mean, I guess. He's like, great, all right, see you later. And that was all. So nobody like checked and made sure everything was good down there. The first person to see it down there in 6 weeks was my doctor. And so I don't really like that. I wish that we could do something better and support moms post-baby, because there's a lot going on. So my doctor had a portal, and on the portal I could like message her. So I was messaging her questions and stuff, but still, I didn't really know if everything was good down there. And the 6 weeks, and that's it. That's all that has been seen. Like my hormones are crazy, you know, all that stuff. I just really wish that there was more for women post-baby, because it's all about baby, which is so important. It needs to be all about baby, but also, what about the person who just birthed the baby and just had to sacrifice so much of her body for the baby, and then it's just kind of like, all right, baby's out. So there's my little spiel on that. So it took me about 6 weeks. My checkup was fine, and she said that it looked okay. It was so painful whenever she was looking. I literally screamed. I was like, oh, it hurt so bad. And crazy me was like itching to work out so bad. And so the next day I literally went on a run, my first like physical activity since Braylon. And I mean, it felt like being stuck in the house for like 6 weeks straight, basically sitting on the couch, not doing anything, was like really hard, because I love to be active. And we tried like week 1, Brett was like, let's go to the plaza and walk around, and that did me more bad than good. So I quickly learned that I needed to take things really slow, and so I did. When I had that first run, it felt so good, but the next day, I felt it hard. So ease back in. I just like went and ran 2 miles like it was nothing, which like to me that is nothing. I would do that plus daily before Braylon. So I was like, I'm just gonna go, and I took it a little too hard. So then I had to like slowly, you know, work back into it. And honestly, I'm still figuring out how to work out with a baby. It's so hard because like his schedule, his naps aren't super consistent, and in the time frame that they are. And so like I've tried to work out with him while he's awake, and he just gets fussy. And then I've worked out before while he naps, and then he wakes up halfway through the nap. And I'm not a huge at-home workout person. Like I'd rather be outside running or at the gym, but that's really hard to fit in too. So that's the balance that I've like learned and discovered postpartum. So another thing that I wanted to talk about is baby blues, because I definitely had them, and it's very normal to have them. So basically like the last 2 weeks. So basically 2 weeks after you give birth, sorry, my dog's right here. After you give birth, you just like, your body is regulating, and your hormones are just like crazy. And I wasn't like mad or moody. I was just sad. And that's what they say like baby blues are. Like I was just so sad. I was sad with how my birth went. I was sad with how my recovery was. I was really sad and sleep deprived, and I would just cry. Like there was one time I was laying in bed with Braylon, and Braylon was on my chest, and I was just buckets of tears. And he's like, what's wrong? Like, are you okay? And I'm like, I just don't want him to grow up. I just want him to stay this little forever. And I just remember being sad about the silliest little things, and I would just like cry out of nowhere. I'd just be crying. And shout out to all the dads out there, because I feel like they don't also get enough recognition. Dads rock, and the recovery, like, I did not change a diaper for like the first 3 weeks of Braylon's life. Brett changed every single one of his diapers. He helped me go to the bathroom. He was making me every single meal. He'd bring it to me. He was constantly filling up my water, like helping me do everything. And I was so thankful for that, because I know that not everybody has that. And we got so lucky. He got 4 weeks off of work, and so he was at home with me for 4 weeks, and I literally couldn't have done it without him. So shout out to dads who help moms, and they deal with all of our emotions. Plus they're going through so much too. Like they watch their wife do this, or girlfriend, or whatever. They watched, their significant other go through all this pain, and then there's a baby, and then she's trying to recover. It's just a lot. So shout out to dads. And baby blues are real, and they're okay. I was so thankful that Brett was really, really good at keeping me in check, and making sure I didn't get postpartum depression. He made sure we were getting out of the house, even if it was like to go through a drive-through and get a coffee because it was too hard for me to get out the car. Or even if it was like just walk outside and let me just have some fresh air. Whatever we did, like, he just made sure that it was really important that I just had time to breathe and feel like a little bit of a human. We were going on walks, things like that. So that really helped. I honestly, I feel like the first 3 months, they call it like the 4th trimester. So that's, post-baby, everything that the mom goes through. And they were really, really hard. I think being a parent, I've learned that you just like question everything and every decision that you make for your baby. Am I making the right decision? And I don't feel like we always did. We were just kind of going with our gut, and we're still like figuring it all out. And I can't tell you how many times I've told Brett, like, I wish there was a handbook. But parenthood, there's no handbook, and there's a struggle in every season, in every month. And so once month one passed, we had a new struggle. And so every month has brought us like a new challenge, a new trial. And I have fallen into like the very sad states of mind of feeling really alone and all of that. And I've shared a lot of that on here already. But I think it's so important that other moms know that it's okay, like that you're feeling all of this. Your hormones are still adjusting. There's so much happening to your body, and it's okay to feel sad, and it's okay to, question everything. It means you're a good mom, and I have to remind myself of that often. So yeah, I am super proud of myself. I got really lucky. I'm actually below my pre-pregnancy weight. I think that's because I'm breastfeeding, and you burn so many dang calories every day. Breastfeeding is like 500 to 800 calories a day. So my body really has bounced back, and I'm thankful. I think it helps that I'm young. I did get a couple stretch marks, but I am calling them my beauty marks because what Braylon and I did together was incredible, and I don't look at them with sadness. I look at them with with a really proud heart, because we did it, and it's the mark that he left on my body. And I'm glad that they're there, because they're a reminder of what I did and what we went through, and I grew him, and now he's with us. So they're no big deal. Whatever, they'll be there, and I'm proud of them. So anyways, that's my postpartum video. Let me know if you guys have any questions, or if you're a mama about to be postpartum, and you need any advice or tips. I'm so happy to help you. Get ready if you are. It is quite the journey, but it is worth it all, and you'll get through it. And there's so much good research out there postpartum, so Google is your friend. You probably would all laugh if you read my Google search history. It's been, for the past 5 months, it's like baby, 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 mom, mom, like the most random things that you could possibly Google. But it's your friend. It can be scary sometimes, but it's your friend. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know the sit down videos can kind of be long and boring sometimes, so I think my next video I'm going to do a day in the life, which might take a lot of practice with this, like, because my phone's on a tripod, so hopefully get all the right angles for you guys, but that'll be more fun to watch than me just sitting down blabbering. But I also want to put that information out there to help other mamas. So anyways, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye. I wanted to add this in here really quick. So as soon as I finished the video, I was like, why did I not think about this before? But I'm going to link all of the products that I used from Amazon or anywhere. I'm pretty sure I got them all from Amazon. Postpartum in the description below. So if you're a mom out there about to have a baby and would like some good products, then they will be there for you, since I didn't have any of them. Yeah, I think that's it. Sorry about that again. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.